Why are we in the hospital? Gracie's first surgery and hospital experience. This is her room. So we just checked into the hospital. That's the time. Because Gracelyn has to have surgery on her hip in the morning. That's my bed. So cool they gave me a bed. I'm also excited because they gave us cool water bottles. We're like excited about that. And Gracie's is over here.
Before I knew how to articulate myself.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Gracie's info. Sugar mama. How do you feel?
Good.
Everybody's catering to you and keeps checking you. What are you eating?
Nutella.
Did you finish it?
Mm-hmm.
And you got snacks. Did you already see what you're going to order tomorrow to eat?
No. I just looked at the sweets.
Order me something too. It's the next morning. Her surgery got pushed back, so we're just waiting. She's looking at the menu of what she wants to order when she's out of surgery. And we had a rough night, right? It was just really tiring because they come in a lot. They check on you.
I didn't really sleep.
Me neither. We just like kept dozing off, taking little tiny naps. First post-surgery meal. Soup. Applesauce. Jello. I think that's macaroni. And that's a burger. Sprite. Did the medicine kick in?
I'm a little dizzy.
Oh yeah, okay. Eat slowly. How you feel?
I feel okay.
Nauseous?
Just a little bit.
Finally heading out. So we actually came home yesterday evening and Gracee is doing much better. She's a little dizzy right now and she's been working on her schoolwork off and on. And also it was so nice, the Girl Scouts sent her these flowers. They're so pretty. So pretty. And we've kind of been obsessed watching My 600 Pound Life all day. This is our little setup where we sleep and do everything at.
It's so difficult to breathe.
Oh, and there's Gracie's walker. This is our nighttime setup.
Zoe S gets personal, so you have to remind her not to read. Zoe F is allergic to everything and yet is the most adventurous eater in the whole grade. Zoe B is 5 years.
You guys haven't seen me much, but I'm here.
I want to be supportive, I really do, but I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of...
Okay, Gracee is going back to school today. So, Gracee, what was the worst thing about the hospital?
The IV.
Getting the IV? Yeah. And then, what was the best thing about the hospital?
The food there.
Oh my gosh. Tell them about how you got to order.
I just had to order from the thing and they brought it up to my room.
But you had like a full menu. You had to order whatever you want.
Yeah, and how much I wanted.
Do you feel better now? Your legs feel better? Okay, going back to school today. Alright, hi guys. So I just wanted to talk to you guys kind of really quickly about why Gracee had to have surgery. This was very unexpected. It wasn't something that we planned for. It wasn't something that we thought she was going to have. It just kind of happened out the blue. So I'm out of breath because I just came up the stairs with laundry. Sorry. But anyway, about 2 weeks ago, in her gym class, they were doing a rollerblading unit. And while rollerblading, you know, quite naturally, she fell down or whatever. So it wasn't like a really bad fall or anything. She just kind of fell down. So maybe later in that week, we noticed that she was limping and she was just kind of like, oh, my leg hurt, whatever. So like a week later, I noticed that she was still limping. So I took her to the doctor. So I took her to the doctor and was like, yeah, it's been about a week. She's still been limping. So, you know, we kind of don't know what's up. You know, I'm just thinking they're like, oh, you know, she's just going to be sore, whatever. So the doctor started doing like these kind of like kind of tests with her legs or whatever, having her move it different ways. So while he was doing it, something clicked in my mind. I was like, I don't know if this means anything or if it helps, but when I was her same age and also my brother, we had this condition where we had to get a pin in our hip. And so the doctors was like, yeah. So they did all these tests. She had to get x-rays and all this kind of stuff. And everything came back that she does have this inherited or genetic condition that my brother and I both had. I had it the exact same age as Gracee. I found out about it around the same like time of year, everything. So pretty much what happens is that, and I'm no doctor, so I'm just explaining it as best as I can. So it's called SCFE. So it's SCFE, and I'll put down below what it means or whatever. Just Google it. It's just kind of hard for me to say it like in medical terms. But pretty much what it is that our hip bone and our thigh bone don't grow to connect together. So there's a space. When there's space there, the space it grinds or whatever because there's, you know, nothing there. So that's what hurts. That's what causes us pain. And so you're not supposed to have a space there. So what they do is they insert a pin in the space to kind of close the space or whatever. And you still continue to grow or whatever. It was very minor or whatever, but still it's painful. It's still surgery. You still have to go in anesthesia. So we found that out on a Wednesday. They put her on crutches. On that Friday, well, they wasn't sure. They was like, we think that's what it is. So they scheduled for her to see the orthopedic on that same week, that Friday. So she went to the orthopedic, and still I'm thinking, well, maybe there's something they can do. They don't have to do surgery or whatever, you know, maybe some like physical therapy or whatever they can do. So on Friday, when she goes to the orthopedic, they're like, yeah, she has to have surgery, and she has to have surgery on Tuesday. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's a few days away. I was like, well, can't you guys wait until school is over with? And they're like, no, we need to do this now. And I'm like, her dad is TDY. TDY is pretty much like business trip for Army people. So her dad was gone. He was going to be gone for 2 weeks. So I'm like, wait a minute, like, you know, her dad is gone. Can you schedule this until he comes back? And they're like, no, we have to do this now because we don't want it to get worse. So we found out on a Wednesday. Friday we found out she had to have surgery. And Tuesday was all the stuff you guys saw her in the hospital. Well, Monday she went in the hospital Monday night, and she had the surgery on that Tuesday. So let's say from Friday to Monday was very stressful for me. It was very hectic and chaotic because I had to get a lot of things done, organize a lot of things really fast and by myself. So, you know, we live far away from family and friends. We don't have a lot of friends here. And even my friends that I do have here, you know, I don't have friends where I'm like, here, take my other child for 2 or 3 days. And, you know, while I go handle this. Like, you know, it's just kind of not like that or whatever. I'm pretty sure they would, but you have to be comfortable. The child has to be comfortable. So what happened was my mom actually brought up, she was like, you should have little George's best friend family take care of him. I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Because that was like the perfect option, because his best friend and his best friend's sister are always at my house. My kids are always at their house, and we're friends with their family and everything, the parents. So it was just kind of perfect for us to do that. So that's what we did. So they took little George for me. They kept him for like 2.5 days. So they took him to school and picked him up and did everything. So that worked out that I didn't have to worry about him. I just had to worry about Gracee, and I still had to worry about like the dog. So I would just keep coming home to let the dog out and check on him. And the other thing was just going through that alone was just like not with your spouse or, you know, her other parent there, was just really hard, and it was really stressful, but hey, we got through it. I did have like some friends that would come and help me, like come help me sit with me and like help me get her home and help with the dog and stuff sometimes. So that was good. But yeah, so that was very unexpected. We were just kind of shocked, and it was just like a lot in a short period of time. So that's why she was in the hospital. Everything worked out. She's doing great now, and surgery went well. Out of breath. My hair looks short because it's just shrinkage like crazy. I didn't cut it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm hoping to just make more videos and be more consistent, and love you guys, and thank you all so much. Bye.